channel's not any good, but he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Boaty.
To make YouTube videos with...
Oh. You had me at YouTube videos. Let's go, Boaty.
Senator Collins, thanks for coming in.
It's a great pleasure, thank you.
This ship that was involved in the incident off Western Australia this week...
Yeah, the one the front fell off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very typical. I'd like to make that point.
Well, how is it untypical?
Well, there are a lot of these ships going around the world all the time, and very seldom does anything like this happen. I just don't want people thinking that tankers aren't safe.
Was this tanker safe?
Well, I was thinking more about the other ones.
The ones that are safe?
Yeah, the ones the front doesn't fall off.
Well, if this wasn't safe, why did it have 80,000 tonnes of oil on it?
Well, I'm not saying it wasn't safe. It's just perhaps not quite as safe as some of the other ones.
Why?
Well, some of them are built so the front doesn't fall off at all.
Well, wasn't this built so the front wouldn't fall off?
Well, obviously not.
How do you know?
Well, because the front fell off and 20,000 tonnes of crude oil spilled into the sea caught fire. It's a bit of a giveaway. I just like to make the point that that is not normal.
Well, what sort of standards are these oil tankers built to?
Oh, very rigorous maritime engineering standards.
What sort of thing?
Well, the front's not supposed to fall off for a start.
And what other things?
Well, there are regulations governing the materials that they can be made of.
What materials?
Well, cardboard's out.
And?
No cardboard derivatives.
Like paper?
No paper. No string, no sellotape.
Rubber?
No, rubber's out. They've got to have a steering wheel. There's a minimum crew requirement.
What's the minimum crew?
Oh, one, I suppose.
So the allegations that they're just designed to carry as much oil as possible, to hell with the consequences, I mean, that's ludicrous.
Absolutely ludicrous. These are very, very strong vessels.
So what happened in this case?
Well, the front fell off in this case, by all means, but it's very unusual.
But Senator Collins, why did the front book fall off?
Well, a wave hit it.
A wave hit it?
A wave hit the ship.
Is that unusual?
Oh, yeah. At sea, chance in a million.
So what do you do to protect the environment in cases like this?
The ship was towed outside the environment.
Into another environment?
No, it's been towed beyond the environment. It's not in the environment.
No, but from one environment to another environment.
No, it's beyond the environment. It's not in an environment. It has been towed beyond the environment.
Well, what's out there?
Nothing's out there.
Well, there must be something out
there.
There
is nothing out there. All there is sea and birds and fish.
And?
And 20,000 tonnes of crude oil.
And what else?
And a fire.
And anything else?
And the part of the ship that the front fell off. But there's nothing else out there.
Senator Collins, thanks for joining us.
It's a complete void.
Yeah, we're out of time.
The environment's perfectly safe. We're out of time?
Yeah.
Can you book me a cab?
But didn't you come in a Commonwealth car?
Yes, I did. But
what happened?
Well, the front fell off.
Well, that was a bit of fun. The guy sitting next to me at the blackjack table, he was maxing out his boxes. On the blackjack table at that casino, you have your normal play box, and then you have two boxes in front of that, which are the 3-card and perfect pair options. So, in the one box, in the perfect pair box, you place a bet, and if you get a non-matching pair of different colours, like, I don't know, the Jack of Spades and the Jack of Hearts, you get 5 to 1. If you get a pair that are the same colour pair but not the same suit, so 2 black or 2 red, you get paid out 10 to 1. And if you get a perfect pair, so 2 exactly the same, 2 Jacks of Clubs, you get 9 to 1. I hit 2 of those tonight, which was nice. And the other box, the 3 of a kind, you make a 3-card hand. I know this sounds a bit complicated if you don't know, but and it is a blackjack table, but you make a 3-card hand out of your 2 cards and the dealer's card. And if you get a straight or 3 of a kind or a flush, you get paid out at 9 to 1. Now, the chap next to me was maxing out his box. So he had each bet, he was betting £500 in the 3 of a kind box, so a monkey in the front box, and then £1,000 betting £1,000, which is the max on the back box, on the normal blackjack box. So he was betting £1,500 per hand, and he wasn't the best player in the world, far from it, but my God, he was one of the luckiest, because the front box which there's no skill involved in that. That's just sheer luck of the draw. His front box was dropping in about 1 in 7 hands. No, more frequently than that, like 1 in 5 hands. It was ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. And at £500 a pop at 9 to 1, that's £4.5 grand that he was pulling in each time. Yeah, the dude had a good night. He walked off the table about, I couldn't see exactly, but he was somewhere around £30,000 up. He actually started with 2 grand and walked away from the table with a very nice £30,000. Be nice to go home with, wouldn't it? Whereas I was happy enough just to chill out and have a bit of fun and you know, just win a little bit to cover my expenses for the day. So yeah, that was fun. Now then, this island coming up, there are 2 cars I particularly remember coming back from the casino in and going around this island. Now, the one of them was a Lincoln Continental Mark V Bill Blass limited edition, and that was just hilarious because, like all cars of its ilk, it can't really go round corners, and that island was hilarious because if you take that at anything more than walking speed, the sound of the tyre squeal is just insane. You'd think you were going round at 1,000 miles an hour, whereas you're actually doing about 4. You could certainly be overtaken by a middle-aged jogger. And the other one I remember was a damp autumn evening and my first time in my Lexus SC. I picked it up that day, nipped out to the casino that night, and came off that island and gave it both barrels just before kind of hitting the apex of the exit, and I span the bloody thing, didn't I? Managed to keep it on the road, more from luck than judgment, but yep, span at its own length. I've still got the aftertaste of that absolutely vile and disgusting lunch. God, it was awful. Never, ever again. Who knew you can get a bad meal on the Milkstone Road? God, I'm not kidding, it was absolutely awful. For half the price I could have had a lovely kebab. Never mind. And here we go. Home after a fun day. And there's more fun still to come. Thank you for joining me, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, and I can't wait. There we go. Alright my loves, catch you next time. Bye bye.